Any tips on how to discover or communicate your core values? There's two aspects to this, and in terms of understanding your core values, it's first of all looking at things that annoy us or make us feel uncomfortable or just don't sit well with us. So that's time for actually sitting on your own, having a bit of introspection to get clear on that. What are the things, on the other hand, that are really important to you, that are non-negotiable? So as an example, to give you something to think about, for me, I have certain core values that for me are non-negotiable. One of them is integrity throughout everything that I do. One is authenticity. And actually, whilst I had that in my mind over a long period of time, it actually got reinforced when I reached out to people to ask them to share a little bit about their perception of me. And authenticity ran through the theme of virtually all of the feedback that I received. So it reinforced what I felt I wanted to put out there. For me also, growth. I always continue to invest in my growth. I'm always looking to learn, to grow, discover new things. And for me, that's really important, as whether it's personally or professionally. And that's exactly what I share with my clients, to help them to grow and to flourish and realize what is possible. Another one is leadership, and that's about leadership, not as a job title, but in the way that I show up. And also what I'm enabling others to do is to show up as a leader in your own right by having those traits, those practices that I shared with you earlier. So those are some of the things for me. And for you, it's what is important to you, what is non-negotiable. Maybe it's your work ethic. Maybe it's speaking up honestly and openly. It could be, again, integrity, the way that you go about and the way you approach things. There's so many different values. And I'm happy to we can talk about this in more depth in one of the future shows. So let me know if that's something you'd like me to cover. I'm happy to do that in more depth. And how do we communicate those core values? That will come through in the way that we show up, the way that we communicate and interact with other people. And also when you talk about, for example, your online presence, let's say your LinkedIn profile, that's an opportunity as well for you to share a little bit about that. You don't have to stipulate, these are my core values, but by virtue of what you're putting out there. So let's say it's growth. You could talk about the fact that you're always looking to invest in yourself. You're always reading and learning new things. That exemplifies the fact that you're aware of growth being something that's important to you, and it makes other people aware.